What's up everybody, back with another video here. I'm with Roger once again. He's gonna show us some crazy Megalith combos. Let's hop right into it.
Alright, so the first combo is kind of like the bread and butter of Megaliths. You've seen a lot of, if you know anything about Megalith combos, Child Slime plus Ophiel is full combo for a lot of different Megalith builds. So here's what my build the deck does with this. We're gonna, of course you need one discard because Child Slime is going to discard something. So we'll start off with Child Slime discarding the random card to summon out from deck. We're gonna summon out Candle, doesn't matter what zone you put it, we'll just put it over here. Candle effect will activate here, so we get to search a ritual spell from our deck, which will search us our Incantation Inception, put that in our hand. Next from here, we're gonna ritual summon out the Ophiel from our hand by tributing the Candle. Once again, zone doesn't yet matter. And then Ophiel's effect will activate. We get to search a Megalith Haggith from deck. This will be good for getting us access to our Fool later. And next from here, we're going to use our Incantation Inception effect, Engrave. So we get to send one incantation from hand or field to graveyard for cost. We bounce the Inception back to hand and then we summon another incantation from deck. So this will give us our Incantation Talismandra. Talismandra's effect will activate when summoned from deck to search us a ritual monster. And this will be where we start adding Ben 10 and we're gonna start looping these cards. It's gonna be good. We're gonna activate the Inception because the ritual summon effect is not once per turn. The recovery is once per turn, but the ritual summoning is not. So we're going to ritual summon our Haggith using our Talismandra. Haggith's effect will activate to give us a Megalith Unformed. This will let us ritual summon from deck using a monster, using monsters at whose levels equal double the level of what we're trying to summon. So from here, we can use our Unformed. We need to make sure we use the Ophiel as the material. I'll show you why later. Ophiel will be tributed to summon Fool, a level 2 from deck. Now, Ophiel's effect will trigger here. On summon, we get to target a ritual engrave, add it to hand, and then Fool will become that level. So Fool is going to add back Ophiel, making it a level 4. And now from here, Fool's effect, we get to ritual summon from deck, using monsters from hand or field. So we're going to be tributing the Ben 10. And that will summon out another Haggith from our deck. So next we have some chain links. We got chain link 1 Haggith, chain link 2 Ben 10 because we want to protect our Haggith because we're going to get Portal here. And if we don't get the search from Ben 10, it's technically fine. It means that we don't get like an extra negate, but Portal is more important for giving us our grind game and our recovery. So chain resolving backwards, we're going to add back the Diviner, then we're going to add Portal to hand. From here, we can activate Portal, just up here, and then we can we can just normal summon out Diviner. Diviner's effect, we will dump a Herald to grave, and that'll make her level 6. And then we get to search a ritual card. We're going to search our Megalith Archon. Diviner being level 6 now, we could have done this we could do this later, but it's better to do it now if our opponent's holding on to like, I don't know, if they're holding on to Nib for forever and they just don't expect it, I guess this is better to do. But we can just synchro these two into a Baron. It's upside down. We'll summon Baron. This will protect us from any weird hand trap our opponents decide to not use. At least this combo, of course, the combo still was vulnerable to Nibiru, but there is a version of the combo that won't be stopped by Nibiru, but we'll show that in a second. But anyways, from here we can use Haggith's effect. We will use it as the ritual material to summon out Ophiel, and then we have some chain links. We can chain link 1 the Ophiel and then chain link 2 the Portal. Portal will add us back a ritual monster from the graveyard when another Megalith is summoned. So we're going to grab back the Ben 10, and Ophiel will search us a Megalith Bathor. And from here, the main combo is done. It does look like just a single negate, but what's really good about this combo is that during our opponent's turn, so let's say we just pass here, our opponent, I guess they just didn't have the droplets or whatever, they go to their main phase. If they do anything, we can use Fool's effect right now to tribute off the Ben 10 to summon out any Megalith from deck. We'll just summon out the Ophiel. We can do some chain links here. We can do chain link 1 Ophiel to search, channeling 2 Ben 10 to search, and then channeling 3 portals. So if one has Ash Blossom, they can't do anything against this. So portal will add back to Ben 10. Ben 10 will add us Lancia, and then Ophia will add us, I don't know, any random Megalith. We'll just add Hagrid for now. So now we have Lancia for opponent's turn, so they can't, if they're playing PK, they can't banish any of the guys. If they have evenly matched, they can't out the board. And even though we used up our full effect, if our opponent were to have an imperm for the full effect, we're not completely like, we still have Baethor access because we searched Archon and Baethor in the previous turn. So really, this fool is mostly just a bait for any random negates if we didn't want to negate with Baronne. But now, once our opponent decides to set up an established board, we can use Archon's effect to ritual summon from hand by attributing the Ben 10 and attributing either the other Haggids from hand or an extra Ophiel. I'll just do an extra Ophiel for board's sake. Summon out Baethor, and Baethor's effect will be Chain Link 1, and we can chain block it with the Ben 10 again, and Baethor will be able to pop for, let's just move these out of the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pops.
Holy crap.
And yeah, that's the main combo, that's the bread and butter.
And that was playing off of how many cards?
Playing off of 2 cards and a discard.
2 card discard, okay. Not bad.
Pretty decent.
Yeah. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, yep.
Right, so the second combo is how we play around Nibiru if we open both the Incantation Child Slime and the Diviner. There are other 3 or 4 card combos that can get the same result, but this is just the most convenient one, most likely to open. So in this case, we're going to open with a normal summon of the Diviner. Diviner's effect will send a Herald to Graveyard to boost our level by 4. Herald's effect here will search us a ritual card, so we're going to search our Ophiel, and this is basically the same as what we had in the first combo. We will go ahead and use Child Slime's effect to discard the random filler card to then summon out Candle from deck. Candle's effect will search us our Incantation Inception, and then from here we can use the Inception to tribute off the Candle to summon out the Ophiel. Ophiel's effect will search us our Megalith Ritual Monster, so it'll be our Haggith. And from here, this will be summon 3. We need to make sure we go into our Baron right now, as if we were to continue the combo with Inception, like we did in the first combo, it would, while toss managers on the board, it will lock us off our extra deck. So we are forced to go into Baron right now, as our summon 4. And from here, we can continue the combo like we did in the first, with Inception adding back to send the Child Slime to grave, to summon out Toss Manager from the deck, searching our Ben 10. We will then use Inception to tribute the Toss Manager for Haggith. Haggith will search us our Unformed. We'll use Unformed to tribute off the Haggith to summon Ophiel from deck. Ophiel will be able to add us back our Ophiel from grave and make itself level 4. Now we can use Fool's Effect to tribute off the Ben 10 to summon our Haggith from deck, and then we can arrange our chain links as such. Chain link 1 Haggith, chain link 2 Ben 10. Ben 10 will search us Lancia, and Haggith will search us our portal. So from here, we can activate the portal, just up here, and then Haggith's effect, we'll use its effect to tribute itself to summon out the Ophiel, and then we can do some chain links. Chain link 1 Ophiel, chain link 2 portal, to add back our Ben 10, and Ophiel will add us our Archon. And this will be the end of our turn. During our opponent's turn, once again, let's say, and since this is basically the same combo, we'll just say, let's say we negated a Gamma or a random Imperm. We can use Baron's effect in the standby phase to bounce itself back to the extra deck to summon out the Diviner. And because Diviner was summoned, Diviner's effect will trigger, so we get to send a second Herald to grave. Herald's effect will activate, and this will actually search us a, let me just find it real quick, Seravis. So if we were to get targeted on our floor or something, this just gives us an extra layer of protection. If we didn't use Baron's effect, obviously we just keep her on the board. This is just a hypothetical if we were to do this, and then we can then use Fool's Effect to main phase if our opponent does anything. We can tribute off the Ben 10 to summon a, if I can find it, another Ophiel from deck. Make sure they're on the right orientation. we can do some more chain blocking where we can do Chain Link 1 Ophiel, Chain Link 2 Ben 10, Chain Link 3 Portal to add the Ben 10 back to hand. Ben 10 will add us a Manju, and then Ophiel will add us the Beidor. Hand's getting a bit full here. And then from here, obviously in draw phase, we could have just shotgunned the Lancia, which, by the way, if you shotgun Lancia in draw phase, if your opponent's playing a Banshee deck, they basically need to negate this, right? So you can then negate their negate with Baron, and this will let us be able to go on to our Diviner because we already used our Baron negate, right? So it typically is better just to shotgun this as soon as possible rather than waiting for them to commit to a play. So yeah, and then now if our opponent does anything, we have Archon, tribute Ben 10, and something to summon the Beidor and pop like the same number as we did in the first combo.
Yeah, keep in mind, guys, this is all during your opponent's turns too.
During their draw phase.
During draw phase of all things.
Oh, except for the full. Except for the full. This the full tributing has to be during main phase. Archon has to be during main phase. But that Lancia is draw phase.
Yeah.
All right. Crazy. Now it's time for the third combo. All right, now for this third combo, this is if we don't have access to Shadow Slime, but we do have access to Ben 10 and a little Megalith and a big Megalith. So you can do the same combo with Haggith. There is different lines, but you get the same boards in the end. Let's just do this real quick. We use Beidor's effect to tribute off its to discard itself to be a ritual spell. We'll tribute the Ben 10 to summon out Ophiel. So next we have some chain links. Right here, we still prioritize our Megalith plays, so we're going to chain link 1 Ophiel, chain link 2 Ben 10, and Ben 10 will search us a Diviner, and Ophiel will search us the Haggith. From here, we summon 1. We'll, by the way, this combo won't be able to play through Nibiru. You can if you have a few more cards in hand, but this is assuming you only have these 3. But Diviner's effect will trigger here on summon to dump a Herald, making herself level 6. And Herald's effect will search us a ritual card, so this is going to be our Shadow Slime. This will be used later down the combo, but basically we're going to do everything we did in the other combos, just kind of out of order. So Ophiel's effect, we will use itself as material to summon out Haggith. Haggith's effect, we will add a Megalith Unformed to hand. Then from here we can use Haggith's effect, or not Haggith's effect, sorry. We can use Unformed to tribute off the Haggith. Let's get these out of the way. To add back, to summon out the Fool. Fool's effect here, we will be able to add back the Ben 10, making Fool level 6. And then we can use Fool's effect to tribute off the Ben 10 to summon a Ophiel from deck. So we're gonna go, at least this time, we're gonna do chain link 1 Ophiel, chain link 2 Ben 10 once again. The Ben 10 search isn't as important because, like we've shown in the previous combos, you can Ben 10 search during either player's turn. So you can, if you don't have your Lancia, now you'll probably get it later. So, but here we'll just, chain link 2 Ben 10, we'll grab ourselves a Manju, and then Ophiel will grab us a Haggith. Now from here, the reason why we add Manju and not Lancia is because we need a discard fodder for our Shadow Slime. So we just search any random card with Ben 10 so we can discard it. So we'll just discard the Manju with Shadow Slime effect to summon out the Candle from deck. Candle is going to search us our Inception, and we're going to use Inception here, tributing the Candle for Haggith. Haggith is going to search us our Portal. We can activate the Portal now. Why not? Let's just activate the Portal now. We can now synchro the Ophiel and the Diviner into a Baron to protect us from hand traps on summon like 30. So, yep, really good, really good. We'll use the effect of the Inception Engrave to dump our Shadow Slime and add back our Inception to summon a Taskmaster from the deck. Taskmaster's effect will search us a Ophiel, and now we can activate the Inception to tribute off the Taskmaster to summon Ophiel, and then we can do some more. We can also put this graveyard. Chain link 1 Ophiel, chain link 2 Portal. Portal is going to add us our Ben 10, and Ophiel is going to add us our Archon. Now from here, unlike the other combos, we don't have Beidor in hand for the Archon setup. So if you want to, you can go the Ophiel and Haggith into a Gallant Granite to search us, summon a Gallant Granite to search us the Baithor if we need to, or if we're confident enough that we are going to be able to get the effective Fool to get our Baithor somehow, we can, instead of summoning Gallant Granite, summon a Abyss Dweller, so that during our opponent's turn, once we tribute our Ben 10 to guess our Lancia, we can Lancia plus Abyss Dweller them if we really, really hate our opponent's graveyard. So it's really just your choice. Typically, because I think Lancia is enough to win, I like to just go into Gallant Granite. Detach the Ophiel to search us our Baithor. And once again, from here, we're all set up to just, during our opponent's turn, do the whole tribute Ben 10, summon a Moran Megalith, search Lancia, and have Aratron and Baithor ready in hand to pop our opponent's board. And yeah, that is this combo.
Awesome.
Alright, and for the fourth and final combo, I'm going to give a quick disclaimer. Don't do this combo unless you know you're completely in the clear. Let's say like you start doing the Incantation Shell Slime play and then they blind Lancia you for some reason. Then you can activate like a triple tactics, look their hand, make sure that there's nothing in there, and then you can do this combo. If you see another hand trap or something, you can just treat this like it's a Shell Slime Ophiel combo and just play normally from there. But if everything is all clear, you can do this combo. It's gonna go super plus. You're gonna end on like a million negates, and this is just our way to just completely style on our opponent with Megaliths. So we're open up as usual. We'll go Child Slime, discarding our filler card to summon a Candle from deck. Candle's effect. This will add us our Inception. We will do as always. We'll use the Inception to tribute the Candle to summon the Ophiel. We'll use Ophiel's effect to search ourselves a Haggett, and then we'll use the Inception effect to dump the Child Slime to grave, and then we will summon a Tasmandra. Tasmandra's effect, we will want to search a big Megalith to use as a ritual spell because we already have the Benta in hand. Because we are not going to be using the Inception, we're going to keep this for the end of the combo where we can get an extra plus using this. We're going to use Baithor's effect to discard it and then tribute the Ben 10 to summon out the Haggett. We're going to chain link one Haggett, chain link two Ben 10. Ben 10 is going to search us our Diviner, and Haggett's going to search us our Unformed. We're going to use the Unformed to tribute off our Ophiel to summon from our deck our Fool, and Fool is going to add back the Ben 10 to make itself level 6. Now we're going to use Fool's effect. We want to tribute off this Tasmandra. Oh, and this Unformed should be in the grave. To summon our Haggett from deck, second one. Haggett's effect will activate here to give us a second Unformed. And now we're going to use the second Unformed to tribute off the Ben 10 and the Diviner to summon out our third Haggett. Board's getting a little full here, but we have some chain links. So once again, our least important effect we want right now is our Ben 10's effect. So we're going to do chain link one Haggett, chain link two Diviner, chain link three Ben 10. Ben 10 is going to search us our Manju. Our Diviner will summon a level 2 Fairy from deck when tributed. So we'll summon out our Cyber Egg Angel. And Haggett will search us our Megalith Portal. So Egg Angel, we haven't gone over in any of these combos yet. On summon, it will search us a Machine Angel spell or trap. A Machine Angel spell, yeah, it's like one of the ritual spells, or it'll search us Ritual Sanctuary, which in this case, what we're going to search are Ritual Sanctuary. And since our board's a bit full, we'll overlay these two to go into an Abyss Dweller. So it'll be our first big interruption. Next, now that our board's clear, we can activate our Ritual Sanctuary, and we'll use the first effect to discard the Inception we didn't use, discard spell to add a light ritual monster from our deck. So we'll search a Ceravis, which gives us some target protection. Now that our board's clear, we can use our Ritual Sanctuary effect, our second effect, to return 2 spells from our deck, from our graveyard to the deck, to revive a level 2 fairy. So we'll revive the Diviner. Since she was special summoned, Diviner's effect will dump a Herald to grave, and Herald will search us a Ophiel. Now from here, we're going to perform our first Link summon of Hulk. we can use Hulk's effect to special summon a magical hound from the deck. Okay, and from here, since we've already exhausted both effects of Ritual Sanctuary, we're going to override it with a Megalith Portal. We can use Haggad's effect, because we haven't used this ritual effect yet, to tribute itself to summon out the Ophio. We'll chain block the Ophio effect, so chain link 1 Ophio, chain link 2 Portal. Portal is going to add us our Cyber Angel Benten, and then we're going to add a Megalith Archon from our deck to our hand. So since Magical Hound is an Earth level 1 tuner, and our Ophio is also Earth, we can, let me get these, synchro both of these into a Nap Beast. So, yeah, bringing back Io on legs. And from here, we have not yet used our normal summon, so we can finally normal summon our Manju, and Manju will search us the one card we're missing from here, our Baethor. So this is what we will end with. So we have target protection for our full effect in the form of Saravis. Our opponent can't use the graveyard in the form of our Dweller. Our Nap Beast is negating every spell whose name isn't Dark Ruler and Forbidden Droplets. And during our opponent's main phase, we can use the Hulk effect to banish itself to go into a Desert Locust. Desert Locust will discard a card from our opponent's hand, and then if we want to, we can synchro these two into the Baron. And then whenever we want, we can then use our Fool's effect to tribute off our Benten, this is during our opponent's turn of course, to go into another Fool. We can chain block the Fool effect, so we can go chain link 1 Fool, chain link 2 Benten, chain link 3 Portal, add back the Benten, search ourselves a Lancia, and Fool will add back any ritual monster. We usually want to get like any duplicates because of our Baethor's effect, so we can just probably add back a Haggath, and now we're all set up to do a Baethor pop for about, give or take, 8, something like that. So yeah, so just to go over, no spells, no graveyard, no banish, target protection, pop 8, and a Baron, which will give us our recovery play. And once again, don't do this combo. Do not do this combo. You're going to lose game 1.
Unless.
But
This crazy man.
it's a really good combo.
Oh my
And that's about it.
What a combo, what a combo. Thank you so much, Roger, for showing us that. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.